in my own hometown. Stranger.
Howdy folks, Little John here. I'm back in the kitchen again. The wife's away and so's the daughter, so I've got the house to myself, and I'm taking advantage of the ducted heating and staying where it's warm. I'm doing a bit of brewing in the kitchen. Now, what I'm doing today is I'm bumping up a simple kit stout up to the Imperial Stout. Now, I did a pretty straight kit stout yesterday as part of the Brew School video, and not really, I don't really want to have 23 litres of just a basic stout. So what I've decided I'm going to do with it, I'm going to split it in half, and I'm going to turn half of it into an Imperial. I've never made an Imperial Stout before, so it's sort of something new for me. So I'll do the trial and we'll see how we go. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've just steeped just under 2 kilos of the sort of grain, about 50% Marris Otter, and a bunch of some chocolate, some Caraaroma, some brown malt, a little bit black, and some Carafa free. I've steeped that for about 20 minutes or so, at around high 60s. I've pulled the bag out of that, and I'm about to boil that up, and I'm going to add to that, I'm going to add 1 kilo of dry malt and about 300 grams of Dex. If I've got that much here, I'm not sure how much I've got, but we'll see when I get there. So just bringing this up. As I said, this is all new for me. I've never brewed an Imperial before. This is definitely going to be the biggest beer I've ever brewed. Previous to now, about the best I've gone, highest I've gone is probably a low 7 when I did the Arrogant Bastard clones. Might be able to sort of push it out to the 7 degree mark. I'm hoping, from my calculations, this is going to get out somewhere around a 1090 starting gravity. So I'm hoping final product is going to be somewhere in the high 8s, maybe low 9s, depending on how we attenuate. But I'm only using the Burton Union Ale yeast, which I don't think is particularly high. No, it says it's got high attenuation, so you never know. Might push it to 9. So I'm just getting my malt in here and getting it all dissolved up. And then I'm going to drop the stout onto that once it's cool. Now the stout's been sitting, I pitched yeast on it about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It's now 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the beauty of the people being away. I normally wouldn't get to do this. So it's been sitting, for nearly 24 hours. So effectively what we're going to do is going to do a double drop. I'll drop it from, it's in the 23 litre ferment, I'm going to drop it down into a smaller 15 litre fermenter. I'll take 10 litres off. I'm hoping I'm going to have about 2 litres here to add to that. So it's already got an amount of yeast. And that malt doesn't want to bloody liquefy. We'll get there. So I'm effectively going to be doing a double drop today, and I will add a fresh packet. I'm going to do another DM70, another packet. I'm going to rehydrate that. So it's going to have around 2 packs of dry yeast to the 12 litres. which I think will be plenty to cope with the higher gravity. I haven't run any real numbers on it, so I don't know for sure what my target gravities or target yeast cells are. But I think we should be pretty well right on with the volumes. I'm going to throw in some Topaz. Got a bag of North Aussie Topaz sitting there, which I haven't got around to using. So I'm going to pop that in. So I'm going to boil that for about 15 minutes. Once this malt comes up, then we'll throw that in. Hopefully that'll boost up the hop presence. Might even push it to 20 minutes. Make sure we're getting some extra bitterness in there to counteract all the extra malt. Certainly don't want it coming out too sweet, but we'll see how we go. So I'm going to continue on here and pop back. We'll have a look when I'm doing the transfer. Okay, so first lot of hops are in the boil. Now I went off and I ran some numbers through the software. The 20-minute boil wasn't going to be enough, so I've upped it to a 40-minute boil, and then I'll do a small 10-minute addition as well. And the calculations telling me I should be probably closer to 1.1 on the gravity, so somewhere around 11% alcohol. So we're certainly getting into the right zone for an Imperial. I'm a bit concerned that this yeast isn't going to kick that far. So I'm thinking what I might do is I've got an old vial of a Belgian Abbey yeast sitting out there. It's probably about 3 or 4 years old, not particularly young. I've never got around to using, so I'm thinking I might make up a bit of a starter and see if I can get that to revive. Run it for 24 hours or so, sorry, 48 hours on the stir plate and see if I can get a little bit of action out of that, and then dump it in as well once it's up and going, to try and get something in there that's going to be happy living at that sort of alcohol. I really don't think this is going to push it, this Mangrove Jacks. I'd have to check, but I don't think so. I think it's probably only going to run maybe 8 or 9% before it's going to start to die out. So that's something for me to look into in the next couple of hours before I get all finished out. But for now, hot boil's underway, and we'll let it do its thing. Rightio, so we've got this stout all transferred over. So this is what we've got, about 11 litres of just the standard kit stout, which is in the fridge. This is the Imperial Stout, which I've added extra oil to. Now I took a refractometer reading, which gave me 1082. I thought I'd confirm that with the hydrax. It just seemed a little bit low. Calculations told me higher than that. Oh no, that's sitting about 1088, nearly 1090, so yeah, pretty much 1090, so I'm pretty happy with that. So got my extra yeast starter. Pop that in. Now the original stout had a nice carousing starting. We're starting to show positive pressure in the airlock. So we're starting to move. So we'll get the extra in there. Hopefully that'll be fine to get the job done. We'll see how she goes. So there you go. A quick throw together of a Russian Imperial Stout, or even just an Imperial Stout, depends how you want to look at it. 1090 original gravity. So we're hoping for somewhere in the range of 8.5, low 9s alcohol, depending on how the yeast copes with it. So I'll report back on this at some stage as we go along. So that's me for the day. So in the meantime, keep banging out what you bang out. Put some comments, hit the subscribe button, all that sort of nonsense. Right. But in the meantime, good brewing.